Mandela, and we're here for Non-Traditional Voices. NTV is your podcast where you can tell your story, brought to you by Adult Commuter and Transfer Services here at ETSU. Today I'm here with Mr. Aaron. How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
Tell us your story.
Well, I'm a graduate student right now in the early childhood program. I'm going to get my initial licensure in teaching. I'm also a graduate assistant at Little Buccaneers. It's the student child care center on campus, and I'm the lead teacher in the preschool room right now. So that's pretty much all I'm doing right now is working there and then going to class. So
that's great. I love that ETSU has child care.
It really is. It's a great asset to a lot of other non-traditional students who are, maybe returning back to school and have kids, or maybe wanting to go to school, but they can't because they have children. And this is a great opportunity. It provides affordable, high-quality childcare for non-traditional students.
That's the best part, the high-quality part. I love that because you guys are all so incredible.
All of our staff, that are full-time staff and GAs, have been trained in, how to handle... Go back. Everyone that works at Little Bucks is selected because of their care for children and because they really want to work with children. So it's people there that want to be there and care about the children. So the people can rest assured know that their children are being well taken care of.
I know my son loves it. He absolutely loves it. And when you ask him where he goes to school, he says he goes to the Pirate College. And where's the school? It's on campus. He's a Little Buccaneer. And he's very proud of that. And we're all really, really happy to have him there.
Yeah, well, we take a lot of pride in ourselves at Little Bucks, providing the high quality care and learning atmosphere that we do for the children. So it's really great to hear that the kids actually like it too.
Well, this is his first experience in daycare. So, he had been with my mom when he was very young, and just started last year. It's his first school experience ever outside of Sundays in the church nursery, and that was it. And once a week. And so this has been a great kind of transition to prepare him for kindergarten.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing that we also try to do there. We try to get them ready for school because we have programs starting from infants at, I believe it's 6 months, 3 months, all the way up to, we have a pre-K program that's run through the state at our center too. And that's not necessarily limited to just ETSU students' children as when it gets up to the pre-K level. But all through in every one of the classes, we're preparing them to get ready for school. We're doing activities with them about learning numbers, letters, literacy activities, a lot of social activities to get them prepared for school.
That's great. So tell me a little bit about your social life. Do you interact with other students on campus? Do you have a lot of a network of non-traditional students that?
I have somewhat of a network. I live in the family and graduate apartments. So there are a few people there that I interact with that are non-traditional students as well as myself. As far as other students, the biggest interaction I have would be, I guess, with some of the other graduate students that I have class with, since I have a lot of them in the same classes. That's about the extent of it, but I am able to get out there and see other people who are in similar situations to myself, or maybe in completely different situations to myself, yet we still fall into the same group.
Right. And that's part of the reason we're doing this project, because we think that even though there's this broad category of non-traditional students, there's still several individual personalities, and we're cultivating that and hoping to share stories. At the graduate student housing, that you said that you stay in the married and family housing, the adult student housing, and so we have at ETSU on campus.
Yes, there are apartments located back there for people with children, married people, or just maybe older students who don't necessarily want to have the dorm lifestyle.
But they only live on campus.
Yes, they have amenities available for them as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great. There's so many services here for non-traditional students. Did you know that almost 40% of the student body population is over age 23?
40%.
Over age 23, yes.
That's a good chunk of people.
That's almost half. And when you add to that students who may be under 23 but are married or have children, they're considered adult students for that reason. It bumps it up even higher. So So we really are a large population, even though we might be a little less visible, I think, than a lot of the younger students.
Yeah.
Because we get to be here when we need to be here, and then we have busy lives to tend to.
Busy lives outside of class.
Yeah. So how long have you been here then?
I did my undergraduate here, so I was here from 2004 until 2008, and then I worked for a year in my job field, and then I decided I wanted to come back and further my education to kind of expand my career options. So I started back to graduate school in the spring semester of 2010. So I've been here about another year.
That's great. So you're an ETSU.
Yes, I'm ETSU through and through.
That's great. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So the GA program that you have, how does that work exactly? You get
the graduate assistant program that it works. I'm pretty sure it's for all the same jobs. You get your tuition taken care of, and you also get a stipend for working a certain number of hours per month. So that's been really helpful that I don't have to worry about getting an outside job and having to work and go to class and worry about all this other stuff. And I can just have a job on campus. It's very, very flexible with the hours. I get the timing that I need, and I'm right here on campus. So if I have to go to class, I don't have to worry about leaving work early to go to class.
And you don't pay tuition.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the big thing. It takes care of tuition, which is just incredible.
So for undergraduate students who are considering coming here, that's a great incentive to keep them here, like you did, coming back here and staying and going to graduate school, even though you took a year off.
Yes.
Do you find it's better to have a job here while you're going to school?
It is. And I really feel like the year I took off was able to give me a lot of perspective on things and what I wanted to do, and it made me really decide that I needed to come back and further my education here to really expand to what I wanted to do in life.
Yeah. And it's working out well for you. You're so fabulous.
Well, thank you.
So, Aaron, I want to thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you,
If you have one bit of advice to give students who are considering coming back to school but aren't really sure if they should, what would you say to those students?
I would say to follow your heart.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I could say is if your heart's telling you that you need to come back to school, by all means do it. School is always going to be here. So if you feel like you need to do it now, great, come back now. If you feel like you're at a point in your life you're not ready, take the time you need, because school is so important, but at the same time, it's always here. So, it's just follow your heart when you're making those decisions.
Yeah, I think those decisions are easier too, knowing that we do have these great support systems here in place at ETSU.
The support systems are just incredible. Any kind of help you might need, ETSU is able to provide.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Aaron.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it very much. We've been talking with Mr. Aaron from Little Bucks at NTV, Non-Traditional Voices, brought to you by Adult Commuter and Transfer Services here at ETSU. Thanks. We'll see you next time.